Happy Saturday, everybody. Happy Saturday. Thank you all for tuning in today. Um, to my YouTube. If I'm new to your timeline, thank you for tuning in today, this afternoon. Um, I wanted to talk about today the 5-day challenge that's coming up. It starts Monday, but before we get in, let me just chime in on Facebook. Um All right, there we go. There we go. We are live, y'all. We are live. We are live. All right. So today, what I'm going to be talking about is I've published my book. Now, what 5-day challenge? It takes place on Monday, November 28th. That's in like a few days. So I'm super hyped. I'm super hyped. I'm going to drop the link for those who are interested in signing up. But this challenge is really going to it's really going to help authors who have maybe published a book, or you're in the process of publishing a book, and you need help with like coming up with the strategy of how to sell more books. This challenge is for you. Who this challenge is not for authors who think that the book is going to sell itself. That's not who this challenge is for. So I just wanted to let you all know that. Okay, so let's get right into it. Okay. All right. So a little bit about what's going to take place on the 5-day challenge. Let me tell you what the challenge topics we're going to cover. The first topic is going to be how to identify your audience. And one of the things that I want to tell people who are in the process of publishing their book is you got to be clear on your ideal audience, and it's not going to be everybody. um I'm just gonna keep that 100 with you. Like, your audience is not everybody. Your book is not for everybody. Now, it's for a group of people, but it's not for everybody. And the sooner you get that clear, the better off it's going to be for how you position your book, your brand in the business. Does that make sense? If that makes sense, give me a thumbs up. I'm just being honest, like, because I had a publisher when I first published my first book, and nobody told me anything about like getting clear on like your ideal audience. Like, I knew I needed an audience, but in my mind, I was like, anybody could start a business, right? But not everybody wants to start a business. So I had to understand that. So not everybody wants to start a business. Not everybody wants to read your book. And you got to be all right with that. You got to be so all right with that you all right with it, right? But because you're clear of who the people are that you're serving. Does that make sense? So I'm just saying, like, you gotta be so clear of the people that you're serving. So let's get right into the next topic. The next topic we're going to talk about on day 2. So day 1, we're going to talk about all about identifying your audience, your reader audience, the people who are most interested in purchasing your book. Day 2, we're going to talk about how to create a marketing strategy for your book launch or relaunch. There are some authors out here, and if you're catching this on the replay, hashtag replay, there are some authors out here who are, maybe you have published a book. Maybe you haven't picked your book up in a while and promoted your book, right? And that's okay. Maybe you just decided that, I'm not giving up, nobody's buying. It's okay. You can always relaunch your book. So I'm going to teach you how to create a marketing strategy for your book launch and relaunch, right? You should have a marketing strategy for your book. And oftentimes, I'm going to say this. Let me just get close. Oftentimes, authors feel like their book is going to sell itself. Oh, it's on Amazon, it's on Barnes and Noble, it's on Books A Millions platform, all these other platforms, and people think that this book is going to really sell itself, and that's just truly not the case. Your book will not sell itself, and if nobody knows that you are an author, nobody's going to buy your book. Does that make sense? If it makes sense, hashtag makes sense in the comments. So let's get back to the topic. The third day, day 3, we're going to talk about how to position your book and brand in a crowded market. There are a million or billion, a lot of authors out here in these publishing streets. But how are you going to set yourself apart? What makes your book or your brand or your business for that matter different? How are you going to set yourself apart? That's all a part of marketing. That's all a part of marketing. And I'm here to tell you, like, you got to have a marketing strategy, plan. You got to be creative, right? It's not just about, hey, my book is on Amazon, go buy my book. It's more to it than that. It is so much more than that. So again, day 3, we're talking about how to position your book. The next topic we're going to discuss is establishing an author brand before promoting your book and marketing tools needed for your book, your brand, and your business. So let's get right into it, guys. So first, I want to say happy Small Business Saturday for those who have a business. If you have a brand, you're selling products or services, so support small business today. Find a way to support your small businesses today, right? Okay. So as I said, day 1, we're going to identify the reader audience. Who is the people that are most likely to be interested in your book, your brand, and your business? You got to know this before you get the physical book in your hand. Now, most of us, I've been there. We start a business, or we write a book, and we have no clue of what's happening, and we just know that we have this thing. Now what do I do with it next? And so again, it's identifying who your audience is before you start promoting and selling and advertising, because advertising, promotion, marketing, brand, all of those are all a part of marketing, right? And you should have that in your marketing plan or strategy, right? Okay. Day 2, like I said, I'm going to teach you how to create a book marketing strategy for your book launch or relaunch. Again, if you have a book, you've published a book, maybe you haven't, maybe you published a book because maybe you're getting your doctorate, and that's a part of the requirement that you write a book, you publish a book, that's a part of the requirement for getting your PhD, right? I'm just saying. But you need to have a marketing strategy. If your book is truly, it can help change the lives of people, you definitely want to have a marketing strategy or plan for your book. If this is your first book, you're in the process of launching your book, you're in the process of, getting this book out here, you need to create a marketing strategy. You need to do that before you start promoting. And I'm going to teach you that in the 5-day challenge. Okay. So day 3, how to position your book and your brand in a crowded market. Now, as you can see, like I said, what's going to set you apart? When people see you show up, whether it's online, offline, or just how you carry your brand, your book for that matter, what are people going to say? What does your marketing, what does that look like? Is it professional? Is it clean? What does that look like? Like, how are you going to set yourself apart? And oftentimes we get frustrated because, I can't post. That's just too much. I'm just so busy. I want y'all to stop saying you busy. If you're busy, if you're too busy and you're time poor, I said it, time poor, meaning you don't have the capacity to do this very thing that you work hard for, then maybe this is not the time for you to do that, right? When you say you're busy, you're not busy enough for people to want to purchase your book. So what if someone wants you to coach them with the book that you have, right? Think about it. Like, let's start thinking. You got to think outside the box. We got to think differently, right? Okay. All right. Let's go into day 4. Okay. So day 4, you're going to learn how to establish an author brand before promoting your book. Now, with marketing, I want to say this. A lot of times we'll take a product or a service and we'll start promoting and selling to everybody. Hey, buy my book. My book is on Amazon. Buy. It's here. We'll start promoting. We'll put the cart before the horse and we'll just start promoting to people, places, and things. I'm just saying, before even establishing a brand of maybe your business, of your book, the product or the service. Nobody knows that you have this. Nobody knows that you was doing this thing. So before you start selling your book, do people know that you are an author? or you're in the process of becoming an author? Are you showing up online saying that? Are you talking directly to your audience? That's all about establishing your brand, because you got to come up with the brand message. Does that make sense? Okay. I just want to make sure y'all understood that, right? And then day five, I'm going to share with you the marketing tools needed for your book, your brand, and your business. So you're going to need at some point on your entrepreneurship journey marketing tools. And these tools are going to help you, build that foundation. It's just like with the business. If you have a business and nobody knows that you exist with this business, nobody's going to buy what you're selling. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Nobody don't know you have it. They don't know the support, right? Nobody knows to support if they don't know. So again, these marketing tools, I'm going to share with you on day 5 of what you need for your book, your brand, and your business, right? So like I said, I'm not going to keep y'all on today. So let me tell you what you'll get. So you'll also get access to the following marketing tools you need to get started. So the 5-day challenge starts Monday. Let me show you what you're going to get. So you're going to get a digital workbook. This is a digital download workbook. It's interactive. You'll be able to, take notes, jot down your questions, but it's interactive. You'll get the digital download on Monday. Number 2, you'll also get a live Q&A session. So at the end, like each day, there is a live question and answer. So if you have a question going through this challenge, you'll be able to get your questions answered. It's nothing like, going through a challenge and not having the ability to, get your questions answered during that time. So there's a live Q&A session. They also, number 3, you'll get 30-day access to the replay of this challenge. So remember, you're going to get the marketing strategy. When you leave, you will have a marketing strategy. Now, one thing about marketing, I'm going to say this. One thing about marketing, it takes time and effort. And to create a strategy, any strategy, whether it's marketing, a branding, or if it's just an advertising strategy or a promotion strategy, PR strategy, whatever the strategy is, it's going to take time and effort. And a lot of us think that we want to get some things that's overnight, like success is going to happen like right now. That's not how it works. You have to really put in time. You have to do your research, research and development. You have to really get out here and research and put in time and effort. So again, you're going to walk away with the marketing strategy that you can implement right away with your book. So where do you sign up for the 5-day challenge? You can go to bit.ly, that's bit.ly/author 5-day challenge. And you can scan, do the QR code there. I've put the link in the description so you can click on the link. I'm telling you, like, this is going to be amazing. Again, your book will not sell itself. It will not promote itself. As you can see, like, if you don't be the promote, the person to promote it, nobody's going to know it exists, right? So we got to do better by our book, our brand, and the business, right? So I wanted to share with you something that came in the mail the other day. But yeah, go ahead and sign up for the 5-day challenge. But I also wanted to give you the challenge details. It starts Monday on November 28th, December 2nd at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. There is the link at the bottom. But I also wanted to share with you, I'm going to stop sharing my screen so you all can see, right? This is the details. So if you want to sign up, the link is in the description. But I want to give this tip before I stop. Let me see if I could stop sharing here. Okay, I'm going to stop sharing. So when you're publishing your book or going through the publishing process, you need to make sure that your works, your intellectual property is copyrighted, and you get your certificate of registration. So I'm going to show you, like, this is my certificate. My certificate of registration came in the mail yesterday for my new book. I've published my book, Now What? And so I've gotten that's the certificate of registration with the Library of Congress. And I'm just saying, it is amazing, like, to be able to have your stuff copyrighted, trademark. Again, get your stuff registered. You got to have your stuff registered, because people take your things. You may have an idea today and tomorrow somebody else got it because they went ahead and got their stuff registered. So again, come to this challenge. You're going to get definitely some information. Carolyn Choate said that's so funny. That's the name of my channel and book. You've published a book. Now what? I think it used to be that launching a book during the first 6 weeks was it, but now you can keep that marketing core. Yeah. She said, I have a roundup of free challenges and webinars every Sunday, so I'll add yours to the list to shout out this week. Oh, thank you, Carolyn. Listen, I'm telling you, your book, and that is a myth. There's a lot of myths out here on these publishing streets, that you may only sell 200 books or 500 books a lifetime for the life of the book. I mean, listen, your book is only going to go as far as you can see it. If you don't believe in your book, your brand, or the business, nobody else will either. So if you believe in your book, you believe in the brand, you have get your book out here, get your stuff registered, protect your brand. If nothing else, like, nobody's going to show up for you or your book but you, and how you represent your book is just how people will see it. Again, like I just showed you all, I have my certificate of registration with the Library of Congress. My trademark is pending. So again, I'm just telling you, I just went through a legal battle with my first publisher on my first edition of my book, my very first book. And there's a lot of predatory publishing out here on these publishing streets. So you don't have to go through that. And that is my goal, is to help these authors not go through what I went through, because they're out here. They're out here, and we have to read, not just read, but read to understand and comprehend. And then that's when we go and apply our knowledge. So sign up for the 5-day challenge. It starts Monday. It starts Monday. No, mine is not titled that, Carolyn. Mine is I've published my book, now what? So mine is I've published my book, now what? So it's not you published a book, now what? No, mine is I've published my book, now what? A simple guide to establishing a successful author brand. So I'm not sure what's in your book, but mine is totally all about branding and marketing. I don't know what yours is about, but again, we have to protect our intellectual property, and you gotta know what it's about. Like, stop saying, okay, I'll just pay for this and I'll just understand what it is that you're getting into, understand what you're writing about. So remember, if you don't believe in your book, your brand, or your business, nobody else will believe enough in you to buy what you are selling. Does that make sense? If you don't believe in you or your book or your brand or your business, nobody else will believe in you to buy it. So I'm your girl, Stephanie A. Wynn. I've dropped the links in the description. Sign up. We'll see you on Monday. And remember, believe in yourself. Even if nobody else believes in you, believe so much in you that it scares you and it keeps you up at night. I'll talk to you all soon. Happy Saturday. Bye.